We're not live. There we are. Good morning. Good morning, Greg. That's not what I wanted to do. Good morning. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, man. Boy, fun stuff today. Morning, Claire. She said morning, dudes.
What up, dude?
Dude. Morning, Ryan 840. Morning, Ernesto.
I got to write down
Your hours.
Yeah. No, not my hours. My golf picks.
I'm just going to go at it and see what happens.
What up, Ryan 840? What up, Ernesto? Which isn't even his real name, by the way.
That's the mystery. Well, what a good day. Henry T. Buchanan, U.S. Open about to start tomorrow. We're 2 days away from the World Series, College World Series.
2 days away?
2 days away, Friday at 1 o'clock.
Starts on Friday.
I'm going.
You're going on Friday?
We talked about it.
Oh, look who's
morning,
here.
Nora.
Nora's finding time.
What up, Shane?
Why did Shane?
Shane's went up to the top.
Yeah, but why does it say 3:16 p.m.?
I don't know.
That's odd.
Where's he at? Where's he listening from?
I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about it. So we're gonna go up.
Claire DS isn't even his real name. I'm not gonna dox him on air.
Well, yeah, his real name is DS. Yeah, we decided. We were talking about it, and my boys we have nothing going on Friday, so we're gonna bust out.
Well, thanks for asking me if I wanted to go.
Shane said, I don't know what's going on. First time on X.
So I guess Twitter comments go all the way to the top because we don't see a lot of Twitter comments.
We don't. Why did my little thing not show up?
What are you talking about?
I put a caption on there.
Oh, here, I gotta get rid of this.
Okay.
Oh, wow. You are really...
There you go.
You're stepping on a ledge there, man.
There you go.
I smell another bet coming on.
Yeah. There you go.
You already
makes the cut.
You already owe me and Nora dinner at Casa Bo.
Jeez. It'll be a couple months. That's how long it takes to get in that stupid place.
You think is that how long it takes?
I don't know. It's busy.
I haven't been there, and it's
good.
I heard it's good, but I heard it's like not.
I mean, depends on what you're. Don't set. I always say this when you go to places. You listen to the noise. It's good. It's good. Don't set your expectations too high. Too high expectations sometimes let you down.
Especially for Lincoln.
Yes.
This isn't Los Angeles.
Yes. Chicago.
Yeah. New York.
Hell, Omaha.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Right. Although Omaha's got some good spots.
They do. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not even there. It was not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Some really good spots teed up in Omaha.
Yeah, definitely. You're out of town soon.
Wednesday morning. I won't be here Wednesday. I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, and then gone. Then you're gone when I get back. Correct?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The 25th?
I leave the 24th.
After or before the show? I won't be back till the 25th.
Oh, I think we said we're not going to do a show. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I know
I did want to leave early that day.
Headed to Colorado for baseball.
Sit tight.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Oh, baby, baby. Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Hump Day. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill, it's Will Wilson. What's up, Will Wilson?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I'm living, man. This is so weird. These comments just keep popping in all kinds of places. Like you said, we got Shane's on X today. His are popping to the top, which is interesting.
Well, and he's commenting on Twitter. So we don't get a lot of comments on Twitter. So that explains why it's kind of new to us.
Yeah, good stuff. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Greg, that's awesome. He had a golf tournament for Mustard yesterday. It sounds like about 2K.
Good for
on
you.
the make, man.
Good job,
and
Greg.
You're welcome. I love helping. Any way I can.
That's awesome, man.
So welcome in. We got here in a little bit Henry T. Buchanan. about 15 minutes or so. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. You've got finals game 3 tonight, right? Talk about that. U.S. Open kicks off tomorrow really early. Pinehurst, the number 2, Pinehurst.
Is that a better course than number 1? I'm confused on
No,
that.
I think it's just been historic because of the number of times they played the U.S. Open there, the people that have walked the grounds, the late, great Payne Stewart winning there. Just amazing. I think there's better courses there on the grounds.
Martin Keimer.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't Martin Keimer win on that course? I think he did.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's just a history behind it.
Is this the one with the baskets on the pins? Or is that Marion?
That's got to be Marion.
Okay.
Not here.
Never mind.
But if you've been watching, there's a lot of talk about the greens and what it's going to be like. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But we'll make our picks today, too. We'll take some of your picks if you like as well.
Ernesto's a degenerate. I'm sure he has a pick in this tournament.
So we got that. Probably start talking about College World Series is a couple days away. Teams are up in Omaha, arriving, getting ready to just to battle it out for that title.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that is such a fun time. You said you're already planning on going to one of the games.
Yeah, we're going to 1 o'clock. We're going to go to the opening game.
I got to find a day to bring Nora up there for a little date night.
To the opener. You know what? We don't have a lot of time because we're leaving. I leave on Wednesday. We got a baseball trip coming up, so it's a very small window. Because, again, we play baseball this weekend, so trying to get the kids up there for a game. And it so happens the 1 o'clock game, the leadoff, the kickoff game is Carolina, Virginia. So we're going to go up.
Cool.
We're going to go up and take the whole fam up, go hang out, give them the experience. So it'll be a lot of fun. So it's a lot of that stuff.
That's exciting.
I'm excited. So, Ryan 840, what day were you just looking for me and Ernesto to do this show?
We're trying to keep the show on air, boys. So
that happened to me one time. Were you with us when Nick and I were together? We had to go. We weren't here for a day. And one of the old guys, was it Greg?
Yeah, it was Greg who was the PD at the time.
Yeah, he turned the show. It was we almost got ousted.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that, but I remember hearing about
bad.
it.
It was bad.
Apparently he just got on air and talked about Colin Kaepernick
a lot
for the whole show.
The whole show.
Yeah, and he was yelling about it.
We were getting so I can remember where I was at. I was at a funeral. And Nick was gone somewhere that day. We both had to be gone, and they wanted to keep the show going. And we got it. Like, I was getting texts during the funeral. Like, what happened? What is going on in this show?
Yeah, he didn't stick around too long after that.
After that, no.
He left town pretty
almost
quick.
ruined us.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to now.
Who knows?
Well, there was some breaking news before we got on the air.
Yeah, some NBA. You're talking about NBA, right?
Yeah.
Boy, unfortunately, we keep getting these stories and out of the blue on some of these things that happen. And this morning when you woke up, Jerry West, NBA legend, 14-time All-Star, and they also called the NBA logo guy. If you look at it, 8-time champion, by the way, executive, passes away at the age of 86. That's a big one in the NBA, folks. When one like that passes away.
He was 86. Wow. Yeah. I don't have too much to say about this. I know he played when you were really into the NBA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Why you got to go there?
You remember a lot of Jerry West playing.
I do not.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I know how important he was. Obviously, when you're the logo, that's pretty impressive. One thing I love about him though was how he was portrayed in that Showtime show on HBO.
Yeah, not very well, right?
No, he did not like how he was portrayed in that show.
So you look back on his career, first round pick. He was number 2 pick overall in 1960. Was an NBA champion in 72. Like I said, 14-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA first team, 4-time defensive player. His number was retired by the Lakers. 2-time first team All-American. There, he was also as an executive. He won 8 NBA championships. 2-time NBA Executive of the Year. Scored over 25,000 points, averaged 27 a game as well. Big time Hall of Famer. Won, gold medal Olympic game. He just did it all. So you can see where his legacy lies. Obviously, when you hear Jerry West, you think a lot about the Lakers, right? That's where where he made everything come true for those guys. Was inducted in the Hall of Fame, like I said, in 2006. It's just one of those that just hit you. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. When did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Bill Walton story when it came out. You're like, whoa, quick and gone.
Yeah, I remember the first ever NBA 2K video game I ever got was 2K12, and he could not. I mean, his mid-range jump shot in that video game was lethal. He would never miss a mid-range jump shot, and it sounded like that was pretty accurate for real life.
Yes.
Apparently, his mid-range jump shot was lethal.
Yeah, Adam Silver, Jerry West was a basketball genius and defining figure in our league for more than 60 years. He distinguished himself not only as an NBA champion and an all-star, 14 of those in whole, but also as a competitor who embraced the biggest moments. He was a league's first finals MVP, rising to the occasion, calling him Mr. Clutch. Boy, 4 decades with the Lakers, man. Pretty impressive. But again,
his whole career,
pretty much. I mean, he had some other places that he went, but he will always be defined as a Laker. 2
gold medals too.
Yep.
Yeah. What a guy.
What a guy, man.
Long life. 86 years old. That's 86. How old my grandma was, who just passed.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
They were born the same year. Wow.
So with that coming up, we've got tonight, man, finals game 3 from LA. I'm not LA. Sorry, it's just from LA in Dallas.
In Dallas, yes.
Interesting as that line, it'll be at 7:30 tonight. As that line was 1.5, it's 2.5 now.
This is perfect.
This is 2.5. NBA is getting kind of maybe what they want a little bit.
Well, and this is from a betting standpoint. If I were a betting man, I would be putting a lot of money on the Mavericks tonight because who hated the Celtics more than anything? Jerry West.
Jerry West. Yes.
He despised them.
Look at you. You're playing that card.
I
was more or less going to this fact that a huge piece was Porzingis, who returned the first 2 games. Now they might be without him in game 3 due to a torn medial some unique, rare leg injury in game 3. They call it a serious injury.
I mean, that's a big part of it too.
Now, they were good while he was gone, okay? They were good while he was gone, but the way he's been playing, this thing becomes a series even up.
Yeah, it's a when he's on the floor, it's a terrible matchup for the Mavs. And so I think if he doesn't play, I'm confused. I've read things that he could be out for the series. I don't know what to believe.
Who knows? The Celtics said Porzingis picked up the injury with about 3.5 left in the third quarter, and it's unrelated to the calf injury. Unrelated. This is a separate injury at this point.
Yeah, I am all in on the Mavs tonight. I think Jerry is going to be on the Mavs side. He's going to be, pushing some of the Celtic shots off the rim. So I'm on Mavs tonight for sure.
Yeah, I would be there as well. They don't know. They said he could possibly go. They don't know. And what to the extent of he could get hurt worse or not. Also, I mean, Luka's been the same way. Luka's set to receive another pain-killing injection ahead of game 3, which he did ahead of game 2. So that tells you a lot about what's going on. It's a chest injury type deal that he's got going on.
Really?
He sustained the initial chest injury during game 1. They list him as questionable for game 2 with a contusion, but ultimately played through the injury. So we had a triple-double, 32, 11, and 11. He'll get the same injection tonight to see what happens.
So you said the Mavericks are favored?
2.5. That opened up at 1.5. It's a full point now.
Money's going on Mavs, and it should be. Yeah, I'll take Mavs tonight.
Yeah, it's a full point at this point.
I think it's close though. I don't think it's a blowout. Celtics are not a bad team to get blown out. I think Mavs win by 5.
Think so, huh?
Yeah,
think so. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Again, 7:30 tonight. A lot of people. I mean, this is the time of year, by the way. You're hearing about the stars that are banged up, but everybody's banged up, right? Everybody's hurting. Everybody's sore. Everybody's fighting because they want to get that ring. Now, Dallas crowd will be fired up. You got to get most likely, what you're going to get from Luka tonight. But where else does it come from? Does Kyrie find his way back? Does Washington? What's the supporting cast going to do for those two tonight? Because look on the other side of Boston. Boston has got it 6-7 deep right now.
Also,
and haven't gotten. I mean, I don't want to say a lot, but the name we haven't heard from a breakout in the finals yet, Jason Tatum. He's been kind of quiet.
Yeah,
the name's been kind of quiet,
right? If they're winning, though,
if they're winning, that's fine. That team is a full, complete team.
Yeah.
You're just waiting could this be the night where Tatum drops that 30 nugget on somebody?
Another reason to go for the Mavs. They haven't had a finals game in Dallas since today in history. Today is the day in history where the Mavs beat the Heat and won their only NBA championship.
Dirk.
That's right.
Dirk.
That happened on this day in history.
Really?
All signs are pointing towards the Mavs today.
I'm with you. NBA would like to be with you as well.
I think so, too.
They would like to be with you.
Yeah.
I kept saying that to my kids. No way. I'm like, how is Porzingis all of a sudden hurt again? Come on, man.
It's weird, isn't
NBA
it?
Adam Silver was like, yes. Maybe we get game 5, 6. No, I don't think that. But I think it's ironic. Like all of a sudden now we got.
There's
always a headline.
Yeah.
Every week, every day.
Such an important game.
This is pivotal.
Mavs lose tonight. This
could become a series to get this game. I mean, it's a must win, right? Let's just say it's a must.
Yeah.
At this way, it's actually honestly, it's must they get 2. And if I'm looking at it, it's a must they get 2. Then you get into the 1-1-1 situation, right? 2 there, 2 Dallas, 1 Boston, 1. It's a major point here.
Even if
you get down 3-1. They lose. If they split here, game over. Going back to Boston for game 5.
Even if Porzingis plays tonight, I mean, he's not healthy. He's not going to be moving.
Yeah, I don't know
100%.
what the extent of how much more he could get injured at this point.
Yeah. So,
or if it's one of those injuries, like, well, it is what it is. You got to fight through it.
Right.
So that'll be a whole lot of interest tonight. 7:30 tonight with that.
On ABC.
On ABC. So,
Very
all right,
good.
you ready? Let's take our first break. He'll be coming in the green room here shortly. Henry T. Buchanan when we come back.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
You can make the joke when T comes on about him growing up with Jerry West, okay?
Okay, I will. I will. I'm sure he did watch him.
I'm sure he did.
I
brought
don't know.
Jerry West up. Let's see. Well, Jerry West. So when Jerry West, I mean, he was a player from 60 to 74.
Nah, he didn't. T didn't watch him.
I bet you T saw him.
You think?
I want to bet, yeah, right now.
I'll bet you.
Let's think, because I know I was trying to think T's age and my age. So I was a 77 kid. Jerry West was out of the league when I was born. He was coaching the Lakers when I was born. I bet you T saw him play late in his career. We got picks coming in, too. We'll get to that after T. Picks coming in from our peeps. Boom, boom, boom. Dang it.
Baby, baby, baby.
Socks on the day. It's going to be hot today, man. If you're out and about, man, hydrate. Hot for a couple of days.
Yeah, wear sunscreen.
Yeah, do it. Like today's probably like a like reapply how many times a day? A couple times a day today. Will, that's the few era.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Ronnie Footy got jokes.
That's tough for Thew. He would not be happy hearing that.
Choo choo. Just ran him over.
I might text him.
A screenshot of that.
Just say that people are roasting you in the chat.
Do it. Tell me he shook hands with the man himself, Jerry West. These little things. Yeah, we always have little props around here. Said you knew somebody on this side, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, the girl who is doing one of the next shows, yeah, I know her pretty well. She's very talented.
I don't know why I thought we should have one. Does T have the link?
Yeah, I sent it to him.
He late.
We're early.
I know, but he late.
We're early.
We went early today. We're giving you back some time because we were bad yesterday.
Yeah, we were.
We were bad yesterday, so we apologize for those that were on the actual radio.
Yeah.
Only got jokes for those I love. Yes, that's right. That's what we do. Oh, what happened?
We got tea right here, I think.
You heard there was a roast. What up, T?
What's up, fellas?
Oh, man, we're having a little fun just trying to figure out people's ages. Like, Will's going to ask you a question when we come back so everybody can hear it. Because he tried to make a joke with me.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a pup?
Yeah. It's an age thing. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. He said he said something like, "Man, I think T probably shook the man's hand before."
He probably has.
Who, Jerry West?
Yeah.
No, Dr. J's though.
Yep. He said you said Theo is 73.
No, he's not. All right, sit tight.
Here we
boys.
go. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy hump day. Man, they almost got us in trouble because I let the music go too long just then.
Mm-hmm.
You get a notice now.
Did you start dancing?
We don't get a notice now.
We've been getting notices every day. Just so
No,
you
we
know.
have not.
I swear to God, I'll show you the emails. Anyways, T, what's up?
Hey, T, what's up?
What's up, fellas? What's happening? Just
Oh,
sitting here in this beautiful weather. Little toasty though. They warning us to drink water and stay out the sun. And if you're gonna hike very early in the morning. But other than that, stay in the house, stay where it's cool. It's but it's the weather I love. I'd rather have to deal with that than deal with that 30, 40 below with that wind chill and that cold wind and things that sort of. Even though it's summer for you all, but a little humid probably. But so I'm sure you're enjoying the sunshine and golf courses.
There's two things I know about. I've been in the summers a few times in Arizona. I do know this. One, if you're going to play golf, you got to play early, and it's going to cost you half a paycheck. I do know that in the morning. But if you can risk it after 11 o'clock, the rates are about a third of the price, right?
Really half. If
Almost
some's
half.
lower than that. Some's even lower than that.
Yeah, just gotta hydrate and play.
Oh yeah, just get a bunch of water and the big hats and the little wet cloths around your neck, man. You're good to go. And get a cart. You're not walking it though.
Oh gosh, no. Plus, they got them snakes.
Oh, don't get me started on those snakes. Hey, but I see scorpions more than I see skates.
Yep.
Snakes, and man, those scorpions, every time you see them, man, your heart starts racing. I've never been, God, I hate to keep saying this, I've never been stung yet, but from the fellas that's been stung, man, they said it's some unbearable pain, and there's nothing the doctor can do for it. So if you go to the emergency room, they just, you just got to really just suck.
All right.
You just die? Like what?
No, you don't die.
No, it's just some excruciating pain that you have to deal with, and it's worse than a sting and a wasp sting. And I've had a bee sting on my foot, so I know that's pretty painful. So,
yeah, that's something unique down there. Is that you have your bug guy come around here in Nebraska, maybe for spiders and ants. Down there they spray for scorpions.
Yes, absolutely. And we got these geckos that's on the walls, and you leave those guys alone, because they eat them. So I see them on the wall. Because some people. I've seen friends that got torches, and at night they'll get the black light and they'll just walk around and kill scorpions all night, just burn them. And I'm just like, I don't have the patience, man. I just stay away. And every time I see one, I've almost picked up one twice in the house thinking it was lint. And when I'm reaching down, I see it move. I'm like, oh, because they blend in with whatever color it's around, they kind of blend in, and you just can't tell. And but you don't want to get stung. I just haven't been yet. And I'm saying yet because I know there's a potential, but hopefully I never do get stung because it's something I don't want to deal with. You know how men are, man. When we get sick or in pain, man, it's I don't know if we exaggerate, but it's almost we go into paralysis. We can't move, and your significant other had to baby you and whine and dine and all that good stuff. So I don't. So I'm not gonna go there, but anyway.
Well, T, we woke up to some unfortunate news today. Jerry West had passed away at the age of 86. Tell me about what you think of Jerry West and what was it like seeing him play?
Well, before I respond to that, I want to let D Vic know, and I guess some thoughts. D Vic got a difficult call yesterday, and one of his brothers is not doing well. He had to take an emergency flight back to Chicago to see him before he passes. So there's some thoughts and prayers with D Vic and his family. And but Jerry West, that was that too. I heard that this morning, and I was fortunate enough to see that game that he got the MVP when they lost against the Celtics back in '69. That's real nice. That's around the time I really started getting into basketball. We had just moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, and I used to sneak into the Pacer games, and I was watching the ABA at the time, and I thought NBA was boring, but that's that style of ball, and when you watch the NBA, of course, it's Lakers or the New York Knicks or Milwaukee Bucks or some teams like that were playing. And I just remember this guy, just being able to just score at will. He could shoot it. And I remember I compared him to the Pacer great Rick Mount, who could also shoot it back then. And I was always wanting to see the difference between NBA and ABA players. And when they merged, we got the opportunity to see Dr. J shine. And then I've seen a lot of Jerry West games and the Lakers. Unfortunately, I think he went to 9 finals and only won 1 or something like that. So even though he's the logo, I mean, and there's millions and millions of people, wear those patches and anything that's on any NBA socks or gear, that's the logo. And I remember when they were thinking about even switching the logo with MJ, and MJ didn't want it. That's how special Jerry West is for the NBA and basketball in general. He was one of the first greats that we at least I heard of. I'm not, of course I'm not old enough for Bob Cousy, the Bill Russell era, but when I woke up, when I started watching, it was him and Elgin Baylor at his tail end of his career and the beginning of Kareem and at the end of Wilt Chamberlain's career. So it was for those who didn't get the opportunity to see this guy play, you missed it. And here's a trivia: my Air Force coach that we've had on the show a year or so ago actually had to guard him in college when he was at West Virginia. And my Air Force coach Frank Oley was at VMI, Virginia Military Institute. He had to guard Jerry West, and he talks about those days and how tough he was a guard in college. So I got an opportunity to hear stories about that as well when I was in the military about Jerry West. So, it's going to be a tough goal right now for the NBA, and especially during the finals, it's going to take some attention away from the finals. But Dallas is in a good position tonight. Not changing the subject with Porzingis is a game time decision. So we'll see what happens there too. But it's a tough loss for basketball fans and definitely the NBA and the Clippers. He's still with the Clippers organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Ty Lue and Ty Lue did get his nice contract here recently, and I know Jerry West probably had a lot to do with that.
T, talk about it because you played a lot of basketball, but talk about late season and how the body feels, man. Because right now everybody's beat up at this point in the playoffs. But obviously the stars are documented. Now you got. Porzingis was back. Now he's got a serious leg injury again. Luka's taking these pain-killing injections so he could play. But with your career, from when the season started to the middle part of the season to the end, that body is just a little bit different.
Oh yeah. Well, not only your body, but just your mental more than your body, because you're playing so many games and the competition and the injuries you sustain and recover from, and even the little knickknacks, the pulled muscles and, the elbows and the twisted ankles and hyperextension, things that sort, but when you get ready to play, you kind of forget about, you got to have that short memory when you go out there, and it's more about competing and playing the game of basketball because, I can't think of a time that that I played a game where I didn't have a nagging injury
Mm-hmm.
or something was bothering me. Wrapped fingers. I remember, I think it was my senior year. I played with a wart on my hand. I used to have my hand wrapped up, because of a wart, and however I got that wart, I have no idea to this day. But I remember playing with that, my hand wrapped, and the twisted ankle where I missed 3 games and came back early, a cortisone shot to get back on the court, and you're lifting through. I played in the national tournament in junior college with a hyperextended knee from my wrap from my ankle all the way up to my hip. I looked like a zombie. But you just continue playing, and then when the season's over, you take that deep breath, and then you say, I got to get ready for next season. Yep. So it's 24/7 and 365 days a week, man, where if you want to compete at the highest level, you always thinking of a way to get better. And you learn how to play with pains and injuries. So with Dallas and Porzingis and Boston, and I guarantee you some of the players that they're not even talking about got some nagging injuries that they just not talking about. They're just playing through it because you don't want to give them the opponent the upper hand, because if they find out you got a hurt pinky, what they're going to do? Every time they slap at the ball, they're slapping at that pinky. So you don't want to let the opponent know where your nagging injuries are, because they'll go for it or go after it. So everybody, I guarantee you, everybody that's playing a lot of minutes has a nagging injury somewhere. So, and sometimes they can be saying that just to throw you off, man. And then, because they always say Luka's hurt, man. And I'm seeing him drop 30 every game. So I'm like, I know you're hurt, man, but I know you're slow, but you're moving the exact same speed. So, but you're still getting it off. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting, though. I don't think Boston was going to sweep them anyway. I know they're up 2-0, and the game this season doesn't, or the championship series doesn't start until you lose at home. Somebody's got to lose at home. Now this game tonight is pivotal. They're going to have to win tonight, Dallas. If they lose tonight, it's over. But if they win, it's a whole new series. So I know they're banking on Porzingis. I'll be surprised if Porzingis, unless it's something more drastic than what they've been telling us. I know I read something. I sent it to MG Morgan. I'm like, what the heck is this? They named about 10 things that was wrong with him. And MG responded, that's just a tendon. so I don't know what's going on with him, but hopefully, he'll get to give him some minutes and make it I think it's going to be a competitive game with or without him.
T, are you keeping up with all this Caitlin Clark stuff in the WNBA, man? What are your thoughts on all that?
Yeah, I see both sides, but I think that it was the right decision. You don't make teams off of popularity. You got to earn it, and Caitlin to tell you herself that you're playing at a whole different level, and these ladies can play. Like I've told you guys last week, I'm watching more WNBA and college women's basketball than I ever have, and I'm going to continue doing it, especially with a friend of mine's daughter that's playing with the Huskers next year. Get a chance to watch her as a freshman I think she's out of Galilee. I thought it was Fremont, but I know she had moved to Omaha. I know they won 4 state titles in a row. And her name, and I know her mom's Ann, and it's slipping my tongue right now.
Britt
yes.
Prince, Elkhorn.
Yeah, Prince, yeah, her daughter Britt. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see what she does this year. But I just think the right decision was made. But also, I know Stephen A. has been really on this marketing thing, and I get what he's talking about. Build the brand, and here's an opportunity that get more folks watching women's basketball, but the Olympics, that team is put together to win. They try to bring up Kristen Leitner back in the day and Larry Bird, but Larry Bird was Larry Bird. So let's throw that away. And then and because I thought actually when they picked Kristen Leitner back then, I thought it should have been Shaq. To be honest, and he never really played. And who was worried about who was worried about Christian Laettner not getting time and playing? We watched it for MJ and Magic and those guys. And right now, Caitlin, would it have been nice for her to play? Yes. But I just thought they made the right decision. And I think she's good with it too. And it's give her something to push forward in the next 4 years to get better and bigger and stronger. And we'll see a lot of Caitlin these upcoming years. So I thought it was the right decision, but I understand from the marketing perspective that they might have wanted to put her on that team.
By the way, you mentioned Shaq. You might need to come back for this because apparently he's bringing his DJ act to the Royal Grove here in Lincoln.
No way.
Yeah, just announced today.
When is this?
Man, I don't know. I can find the date for you real quick, but I don't know.
Around, I get that speaking engagement in Omaha on August.
June 29th, T.
Oh, June 29th. Man, June 29th. Yeah, I think I got some people coming in town. I know my dad will be here the 23rd to the 27th, so he'll be gone. Man, that would be fun. Have you ever seen his show where he's DJing for hours and he put in a lot of work for that. And so he got a chicken spot out here too.
I know. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of a bar restaurant type of deal. He's been out here actually in Gilbert to visit his restaurant out here. So that's going to bring. I mean, but the Royal Grove is not that big.
No.
Did they expand it? I
think it's about the same. Honestly,
I haven't been out there.
I haven't been there in a few years.
But that used to be our Wednesday. It was called Amateur Script Night or something like that.
Something like Dare to Bear.
Yeah, and I don't get me wrong. I've never, I showed up every once in a while just take a peek in there from time to time, but I guess the winner would win $50 or $100 or something like that, and it was
bar tab.
Yeah, it was women, and it was guys. When the guys would do it, I would just walk out. But when the women, you just kind of like see what type of talent they had. But that was back then. That was on Wednesday nights. Do they still do that?
I don't think so. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I know it was closed for a long time, and then they got new ownership, and I think it's doing pretty well.
I will.
They also got Steve Aoki coming. That big
really?
DJ.
And then I just saw Matt's comment that he did. I'm not sure if he ever told me that he's
Dr. J
favorite player ever. Well, that's a process of elimination. The Sixers is your favorite team, so so it had to be the Doc. Because who else from the Sixers could have been your favorite team? I know Andrew Toney, your favorite player, Andrew Toney, and all those guys was back then, which is one of my favorite players back then. I kind of, even though I was a Pacer fan, but you always pick players around that you enjoy watching play. Yeah. Andrew Toney is one of my favorites. Like Gus Williams, I used to kind of try to copycat Gus Williams games, the Wizard, when he played for the Seattle Supersonics back in the day. So, and that's dating y'all way. That's back in the 70s.
Again, we're speaking to Husker legend Henry T. Buchanan. T, they're back on campus, man. Their summer stuff start to happen here real soon. What was like when you guys? I know what you did, but what was the mission? Like right now, we talked to Rob, and they were talking about like right now it's weight training, agility. Where does the process start? I mean, I know you guys were hooping all the time. It didn't matter if it was official or unofficial. You guys were hooping all the time, finding a park to get in and get up some shots. But once you got together in small groups, what was the mission?
Well, first and foremost, like you're right, we played year round and pickup basketball. So we was always, but pickup basketball is different than conditioning. And that's when conditioning starts now. And, it's a lot more sophisticated right now and with all the things that they have in nutrition and things of that sort. But back then, Randy Goebel and Brian Bailey, we were running, we spent a lot of time at the track, the outdoor track, Nebraska track, and the football stadium, the stadium stairs. The big deal was when pre-conditioning was over, everybody had to run that mile in under 6 minutes. And it wasn't as easy as you would think, 6 minute mile, thinking, I can run that in my sleep. But it's different than playing pickup basketball than getting on the track and running 4 laps under 6 minutes. And I never forget, we had some great runners. And, I didn't have any problem getting it done, but D Vic and some of our big men, I used to have to finish and then run back and push them, and to make sure they finished that 6-minute mile. But you would never think about how happy people were when they accomplished that. The 6-minute mile it was something to behold. And D Vic, actually, we were just arguing. D Vic actually could beat me in the 100-yard dash. The guy could flat out run. Now, I always got him out at the start. Now, I had the quick start. The first 60, 70 yards, I'm killing everybody. And all of a sudden, I could feel somebody coming and huffing and puffing. And I look over my shoulder. It was D Vic, man. D Vic could run, but it took him a while to get that speed up. It might be because of that large head of his, but so he had to lean forward and get that speed going. But of course, you had Bayless, who was super fast, world class athlete, Bernard Day, all of us, man. We all could run. Brian Carr, we could run, and that's what it was all about with Danny Nee, is getting up and down the court, man. And even though the pass is what the break is all about, man, but being able to run them balls down was huge too. So great times back then.
Thew said, don't forget about his uncle, Moses Malone.
Oh, yeah.
His uncle.
Yes, one of the most dominant centers of all time. And the one that taught Akeem, how to play the game offensively and intensity and staying in shape and hitting the boards. Yeah, Moses Malone, people don't realize he doesn't get talked about enough when you talk about some of the great centers of all time. And
well, there's a reason for that.
Whoa.
Well,
Well, we all know.
What's the reason?
We all know what he has been talked about the last 10 years. About a certain relationship he allegedly had with a younger female.
Leave me alone.
Just saying. That's all. Come on now.
Oh boy.
I love you, man.
Oh, we hate on Moses.
He is.
Moses is great, man. We got it, man. That was a great team. I remember when they finally beat the Lakers that next time around. After Magic took care of them as a rookie in the Game 6, and then that dunk, which is still one of the most highly talked about and one of the most vicious dunks, that wraparound dunk on Michael Cooper. That still sticks in my mind. But the Sixers was great back then, and Bobby Jones. And I remember Larry Bird getting mad because he didn't like white guys guarding him. It was a sign of disrespect.
Oh man, that's so fun. Hey,
but that's how great he was. But I thought in the back of his mind, he just want to show everybody can't nobody guard me. It's basically what he was saying.
T, I'm going to get you one more before I get you out. I've always wanted to ask this. When you were at the university, and I know hoops is your jam. You guys were hooping, watching hoops, playing hoops. But I feel like that you guys, like, if you weren't watching hoops or going to a hoops game or playing, what was the other sport you guys would go and watch and love?
Oh man, track and field was we enjoyed. Well, of course, football. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
We took recruits and we was able to sit up in the press box and with recruits and to stay warm and watch games but football definitely, we didn't miss any football games. Heck, back then we used to get 4 tickets apiece for our family and ourselves. Well, not even we got it free anyway, but just to kind of for our family. So we used to get tickets. So definitely that. Watch a little women's basketball, gymnastics. I touched on all of them.
I thought you would.
Oh yeah, but the most of volleyball. Volleyball was still good back then, and with Terry Pettit as the coach before John Cook took over. We actually watched all of it, but you probably football the most, of course. Then women's basketball, even baseball.
Yeah,
I remember because my teammate went to baseball as a pitcher, Joe.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Started pitching, so you had to go watch Joe. Played, and Sean Buchanan, he's from Indiana, from Gary, Indiana. And I'll never forget when we met, we were trying to figure out, since we're both from Indiana and our name was spelled the same, we were trying to figure out, we got to be cousins. And still, actually, I just talked to him last week with Brian Washington. He was visiting Brian Washington and got a chance to talk to Sean. to this day, we couldn't figure it out. And, but Buck Buchanan and Eric Buchanan, we kind of met and we're distant cousins. And, it's kind of funny, man. It's, you see somebody with your last name, and especially how many black folks you see with the name Buchanan. Last name Buchanan.
Not many, but you're our favorite.
Appreciate that. But it's all good, man. And, no, but all sports, man, especially Nebraska. Come on. I mean, we're competitive in every sport there is. And one thing that we did a really good job, I mean, we know each other. And, I knew the gymnastics team. I knew the track and field guys and girls, the women's basketball, the baseball players. We got a baseball player out here right now, Marcel Johnson. He played back there with Sean, and he lives out here. And we just one thing about the Cornhuskers, I know I talk about the fans and how great our fans are and how they follow our teams, but you'll be surprised at how tight some of the athletes are, mixing the sports together. We all, I mean, whether we're Facebook friends, we group text, you name it, we all hang out. Morgan Greger is one of my best friends, and he's a football player, but I think our relationship really developed around the basketball because he's such a great basketball player. So it's I got tired of playing with the guy, man, playing against the guy. So I said, man, let's play together, man. So I quit having to chase you around, and then once we got together, teamed up, man, we dominated. So it's and that's why I wear this. That's why I wear this every day. And I don't know if you saw my last Facebook post. D. Vick and Derek Chandler was in town visiting, came over to the house, DC, and Steve Hood was here, and we took a photo in front of my pool, and Neil Hawks is going to make a comment on my Facebook and talk about everybody has on different clothes but T, because
yep. Well, you're always representing, man.
Yeah, I got a rep. Look at you, got the big end.
Right here.
I don't know what's going over there with Will. I don't see any Nebraska gear on.
Nope.
Man,
I'm got to take care of. Hey, when I come back in town, I got to take care of that. What size shirt you wear, man?
I like an XL. I like a little baggy.
Okay. I'll make sure I get some XLs for you when I get back in town.
That's awesome. Well, T, man, we appreciate you as always, my friend. Take care. Stay cool out there, man. Use that pool.
Oh, I got it, man. I'm about ready to jump in just sometime this afternoon, man, after I'm done working, and just jump in there. I can't swim, but it's only 5 feet in the middle, man, so I'm good. I can stand up in my own pool.
Absolutely.
It's a big pool, but it's perfect for me, though.
That's awesome. Well, T, man, we appreciate it, my brother. Take care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks for having me, fellas. You have a great day.
Thanks, T. Husker legend Henry T. Buchanan, man. Always a pleasure. Have our good friend hang out with us on the morning hookup. So let's take a break. It's that time. We're going to talk U.S. Open and make our picks.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Good stuff.
He's awesome, as always.
He's awesome, dude. Thinking about D. Vick and the family, too, man.
You definitely. It's tough to hear.
Good dude. We got a chance to meet him a couple times. Great, dude. I am going to find we're going to talk U.S. Open. It's that time. We'll go through some prop bets, too, Will.
I like it.
2009. It's an interesting note about the favorite in this one that I heard this morning. So just I happen to hear the stat, and I think it's amazing and attribute what this guy's been doing. Oh, you're taking notes, man.
I'm just writing down options.
You're taking notes.
Who's picking first? We'll flip a coin. How about that?
We'll flip the coin. Are you flipping the coin?
Yeah, I'll flip the coin.
Right, it is already outside. It says it's High mosquito risk today.
Everybody in the chat.
It says it feels like 90 away. Is it that hot already right now?
What?
It says it feels like 90 already.
Everybody in the chat, give us your U.S. Open picks. We already got one up there.
We'll write them down too.
Cam Smith. Greg's going with Cam Smith.
Live guy.
You cannot get over that. You're
Can't.
such a baby. You sound such a baby.
No,
you do.
I'm not a baby.
You know, you sound like
rather
one.
I'm not.
You sound like one when you do that. When you do that, yeah.
I'm just gonna be hot outside. And my blood pressure stay down today.
Yeah, you need to control that.
I am hydrated. It's my third bottle today.
Good for you. We got Ernesto going with Bryson. He's stealing my pick because he knows I could win money.
I'm writing down DS Bryson. Are we picking the snake? Are we doing it like normal?
Yeah.
3 and a long?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 and a long.
Does Dustin Johnson won a U.S. Open? I think he did, didn't he?
Ernesto, your pick doesn't count till you spell it right. Now I'm making fun.
He did win the U.S. Open.
Who?
Dustin Johnson.
Oh, yeah. He did win it. He also lost one. There was like a grounding club issue in one of them, I believe.
Yeah, wasn't? Yeah, you're right.
They thought it was a waste bunker. No, Ryan 840, you got to throw one out. There was like a waste bunker he thought, and I thought it was U.S. Open where he grounded the club in the bunker.
Wasn't that this course or no?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Don't believe so, sir. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Special thanks there to Henry T. Buchanan. I don't know what's going on today, but my headphones sound so much better. Did you make an adjustment of something?
Nope.
The music is so like clear and precise. Not that it's never like always like, but today's like.
Did you clear out your ears or something?
Man, I don't know, but I like it. Whatever's happening, I like even was messing with the plugs. I thought it was messed up.
Maybe you got it turned up extra today.
No, not really. I just like it, and maybe because you're bringing it today too.
Let's go to the phones.
What's up? You're on the morning hookup.
The music's great because you got DJ AK-47 bringing it, but Steve Aoki is a push-button DJ.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So you're disrespecting him.
Oh, man, I was around a lot longer than him. And not only that, watch the SNL skit, Let the Bass Drop, talks about push-button DJs. But Shaq could really bring it. He could cut it. And I held a residency at the Moon in Tallahassee from 17 years old to 21. And no less, and I think it was 1986, Dion comes up there and goes, let me get on the turntables. That was a big no-no. I let him, and he could cut it too. And I'm going to keep this short because you guys got your picks. Ryan and I doing the show, it'd be off the chain. The music would be off the hook, and Ryan would bring the laughs. Hey, and Will, I got a nickname for you. I call you the prophet because of your ability to pick and bet. And Bill,
Yep.
my next call in a couple of days, I'm going to give you yours. It's funny, but I'm going to make you wait. Woo!
Okay, all right.
Man, making me wait.
I like that. The Prophet.
The Prophet.
If you listen to my Belmont pick, you would have made some money.
That'd be good stuff. All right, let's go. Flip the coin. We're gonna make our picks and then go through some props to the U.S. Open. They tee off early tomorrow.
You going heads or tails? You choose.
Heads.
Tails. I go first.
Good. I wanted the second. I wanted 2 picks anyway.
Okay, I'm going to go with my first pick.
Will, I'm writing this down. Will.
I haven't had this chance in a while to have the first pick. I've had you a lot of the times have the first pick.
True story.
I'm going to go with Scotty Scheffler.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Good pick.
How can you not?
Good, great pick, by the way. He's coming off an overwhelming favorite. It is the largest favorite since 2009 in the U.S. Open. Tiger Woods was the largest favorite at that time. He's now taking that over since 2009.
Wow.
Also the largest favorite in a major since 2009 when Tiger was favored at the PGA Championship.
Jeez. All right. I'll take the chalk. No
15
problem.
years in the makes.
No problem with that.
They got to that point. How about that? So you took SS, Scotty Schiff. I get 2 picks, right?
Yep.
I should do it for fun.
Yeah, but that'd be against
Yeah, I
your
know.
personal.
It would totally be against it. Totally be against it.
Yeah.
I'm scared about Rory because you hear the reports about Rory.
Yeah, he's getting back with his wife.
He probably got the settlement notice. Is like, oh damn.
Yeah, I can't afford that.
If I don't, I got to join Live.
Hey, baby, I think we can work it out.
My bad, honey.
I think we can work it out.
I jumped the gun.
Yeah,
You forgive me?
it's like called off the divorce.
Yeah, you forgive me.
Yeah, what's that do to the golf game?
I don't know, but I'll take Rory McIlroy as one of my picks.
All right, you gonna take Rory?
I got to come back with a recoil here.
I think Daniel Berger is available.
I'm gonna look. He might be my long shot to relax.
Uh-oh.
Let me get one of those. Boy, what's another one? You know what I'll take? I'll take Brooks Koepka. I know he's Live,
Thinking
but he's
Koepka?
cool. I'm taking Koepka. Koepka's a major machine. It ain't about winning the thing. It's about having the best score.
Right.
And I think he's got the ability to play this golf course. You get to.
My 2 picks. I'm gonna go with Bryson.
Yep.
He is my overall pick to win. Okay, if I were to bet this tournament, I would bet him.
Star it. There's your star winner.
Yep. And my 3rd pick, I do it every major.
Matsuyama, got you.
Going with Hideki.
Matt,
I think he actually does play pretty well.
You
this
always
week.
pick him. He's in one of the top 10s, to finish.
Yeah.
To win. Not really liking this one as well. Man, that's between 2 people. 3, actually. I mean, are we not giving Xander Schauffele enough credit? He's the second best odds to win this
He's
thing.
on my list.
Okay. Are we not also a guy that really plays well, Victor Hovland? Also, and how do we leave out a guy like Colin Morikawa, who's been playing really good golf right now?
The thing about Hovland, though, and I know his chipping has improved a lot, still not great. And you said it. This is a course that you really got to be tight with the chipping. So that's why I'd stay away from him.
Chipping and putting. Oh, boy. I'm going to go Xander. I'm going to take Xander.
Okay.
I think that's a good one. But there's so many good golfers out there that are coming in and playing well. But because you got to stay away from guys like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, Justin Thomas and Spieth, who just aren't playing well.
Right.
Long shots. Who we got down here?
Long shots. You go first.
Oh, my gosh. There's some really good ones down here. Let's go down here. Oh, Daniel Berger's way down there. Where are we basing this off of?
Somebody pretty far down.
Like Wyndham Clark is like on this board is plus 8,500.
Okay.
Is that doable?
Yeah, that's good. Wait,
Give-
yeah.
Or do you want to take all the guys at plus 10,000 because there's a group of them?
Let's do that.
Plus 10,000. We got like Shane Lowry, Jason Day. Well, give me that guy. I want Will Zalatoris. He's plus 10,000. It's the same as Tiger.
Wow.
How about Will Z?
Okay.
That's a pretty good. I mean, look at the guys down there. See Woo Kim shaking that ass.
I see Woo Kim. For
Jason
my long
Day.
shot, I'm going to go with a guy who's never won the U.S. Open.
Phil Mickelson.
No, Ricky Fowler.
Oh, that's a good look. All the guys that are down there like this. It's a golf course that is like it just doesn't set up well for a lot of people. Tiger make the cut? Yes or no, Will Wilson?
I'm going to go with no.
I think he makes it this week. I think it's a course that he can walk and be comfortable walking.
I'll bet you lunch he misses
Okay,
the cut.
Done. We'll take that. Also, there's some other fun ones out there when you start looking at scores and some of that things. Lowest round completed. Over-unders are at 65.5.
Ooh, over.
Monday is going to the unders on this golf course, which is odd. Highest round completed. How about over 86.5?
I'll go under.
Yeah, I think that's an underplay. Actually, the overs are in play right now, minus 165. It's incredible. Well, you guys enjoy it, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. T, appreciate you, brother, out there. Bill playing golf today, Greg? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Going to be hot. So, from Will and I, appreciate you guys. Have a great hump day. Catch you on a Thursday.